Hey guys, it's September 29th, and some of you who actually pay attention to my videos and watch my videos in the first place might know that that means my disability hearing was just a couple days ago on the 27th, so I'll be telling you guys about that in just a minute. This past month and these past couple weeks especially have been super crazy. I have been so busy running around trying to get things done, trying to get our living situation all figured out. So last you guys heard from me, we had set up an apartment tour for a 2-bed, 1-bath apartment on the second floor of a pretty expensive apartment complex, but it seemed like it was our last option, kinda. We just really needed to move out as soon as possible, so that one was coming available really quickly, so we would have been able to move in really soon. So we did the tour. It was a really nice place. We liked the apartment a lot. And while we were doing the tour, they said, oh, this actual apartment isn't available, but the one right below this one on the ground floor is actually becoming available really soon. So we were like, oh great, that's perfect. We wanted a ground floor apartment. We were only settling for this one because it was all that was available. Everything was sounding great, but we weren't sure we were going to meet their rental criteria because Ryan has some criminal history, something he was charged with back in high school. So we decided to just submit his application, and then if his application went through fine, then the rest of us would submit ours, and it was rejected. So then I called every single apartment complex in this area to see if they would rent to someone with a criminal background. We had 2 to choose from, and they were both pretty affordable, but not great ratings, but they were our only options, so we didn't really have much of a choice. And one of them had a 2-bed, 1-bath open up in October, which was later than what we wanted, because we originally said we would be moving out of here sometime in August, and then that got pushed into September, and now it was getting pushed into October. But it was our only option, so we jumped on it. We all submitted our applications, we met the rental criteria, everything was good, but then we got a call back. Ryan's application was denied again, because apparently what he was charged with in high school was listed on his record as a felony, which the court never bothered to tell him, and the last apartment we applied for also didn't mention that it came up as a felony. Then we find out that since there's a felony on his record, we're basically not going to be able to live in an apartment complex or rent a house or anything like that for another 3 years or something, because even this apartment complex, which was the most lenient one we could find as far as rental criteria goes, they required that if you had a felony on your record, it had to be at least 7 years old. So at this point, we were just like out of options. Like our only options left for a place to live would be to rent a room in someone's house that they owned, or to like buy a trailer or something to live in, which we couldn't afford. So as soon as we found this out, the day we got the call back from the apartment complex, I immediately started looking online for rooms to rent. I responded to 22 Craigslist ads for rooms to rent until we finally found a place. I have like 5 pages in my sketchbook worth of notes of the places I responded to. Most of the places didn't allow couples, was the biggest issue. We did end up with, I think, 3 options in the end, but we ended up going with this place because it was the best option, most affordable, several different reasons. So we got a tour of the place back on the 20th. It's a completely furnished bedroom and a private bathroom in a house, technically a condo or a duplex or whatever. It's a house, but it's like split in half, so it's like living right next to each other in like one house, like split down the middle. You know, I think that's a duplex. But the house is completely furnished already. We'd be living there with another couple that's in like their 60s. They have the master bedroom and their own private bathroom. It's already stocked with like dishes and cleaning supplies. It already has like all the appliances we could need. And the bedroom has like, I think it's a full bed in there, so we're probably gonna buy a queen size bed and put it in there. Probably definitely gonna be too small for us. There's also 2 nightstands and a dresser and a TV and a mini fridge and a microwave and a little table with 2 chairs and a coffee maker and kind of smallish walk-in closet all in our room, which is really cool. That's all the storage space we'd have there, is just that one walk-in closet and like the dresser basically. So I had to sell my desk and desk chair on Craigslist, which I just did yesterday actually, and I can just buy new ones a year from now or whenever we get our own unfurnished place. So we had that tour of the place. We met our landlord. Seems like a good deal all around. She seems like a really nice lady. She's totally fine with Ryan's criminal history, me not having a source of income until I start getting my payments for disability. She lived there before we did, so like she still got like a lot of her stuff there, like all the dishes that are there are hers and we can use them. And we're gonna be living like in the suburbs in an actual neighborhood. It's really cool. I'm really excited. I've always lived in the middle of nowhere, and now we're gonna be living in like an actual city with like grocery store right down the street and stuff, and it's gonna be so nice. We can't have pets there though because the landlord has severe asthma. We can't take Ryan's cat with us, which sucks, but I mean, you got asthma, you got asthma. And she is staying with a friend of Ryan's. Seems like she's in a pretty good situation right now. The people we're gonna be living with are retired, so it sounds like they're gonna be around a lot, so not sure how that's gonna go. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see how we get along. My sister and her boyfriend are already moved into their apartment. Totally moved in now, I think, which is pretty cool. In other news, right after that happened, I was looking on Craigslist and I found a PS2 with a few games for only $25. And I was like, hey Ryan. So he agreed to buy me this PS2, and then we figured even if it doesn't work, it's only 25 bucks. So we met up with the guy. Ryan bought the PS2 for me. We bought a few Ratchet and Clank games because I've never gotten to play Ratchet and Clank because I've never owned a PS2. Got home and I tried it out, and the PS2 works great. Everything works perfectly. It's amazing. I've always wanted a PS2, and now I finally have one, and there's so many games I can get and play now, and I'm so excited. Since then, we've also gone back to the same used game store and gotten a few more games, mostly for Ryan. I haven't done my physical therapy exercises in so long. I don't even know the last time I did them. My neck is really bad. Everything hurts. It's like the last time I did it was August 16th. So it's been like a month and a half. But I'm definitely gonna try to start doing physical therapy more once we move into the new place. A fresh start. We're gonna be starting to move our things into the new place this upcoming Monday. It's Friday today. I had Ryan buy me a big set of 3 big like plastic drawers for storage for the walk-in closet in our new place for all of my art supplies and like electronics and stuff. Since I had to get rid of my desk, everything fits in there just barely. I'll show you that soon. Ryan also bought me an external hard drive because my laptop has been stuffed full for ages, and I've been like flooding my extra stuff onto Nat's laptop. So I had to get all of my stuff off of Nat's laptop onto something before we move out. So I had Ryan buy me a 1 terabyte external hard drive, which was like 50 bucks, I think. He also bought me my first pocket knife. He keeps insisting that I need one, and I'm like, no, I would never use it. I don't need to stab anybody. I don't want to stab anybody. But then I remembered that, like, oh yeah, opening containers of things is a thing. Whenever I buy something and I need to, like, take a tag off or open a package and I don't have scissors around, I need something to open things. So it's actually kind of handy. I'm still, like, trying to figure out how to use it, kinda. I'm really scared to use it. I don't like sharp things. Knife. I need to get my flu shot really soon, because I heard that this year's flu is really bad. And since we're gonna be moving in with roommates, we don't wanna, like, get the flu and get anybody sick, so... Or if they get the flu, I don't want to get sick from them. I also finally retired Big Ben, my giant green water bottle, and now I have this one, which is a bit smaller. Big Ben was getting to be too hard for me to carry with my joint issues in my wrist and my fingers, and I was also having issues getting water from it anymore. Kept getting like a bunch of air. I had to like try to angle the straw at like just the right angle to get water out, and that was really annoying when I really needed to drink quickly, or I was trying to take meds and I would like have a mouthful of pills and then try to drink and I just get a bunch of air. It's like, what do I do with that? And Big Ben kept like whistling as I was drinking out of it, which got really annoying. But since it is smaller, I do have to refill it more often, but it's not that big of an issue for me. And it also came with one of those freezable insert thingies that you screw in, so that's in the freezer. Oh yeah, I also had my first experience with a condom breaking recently, a few days ago. And as you guys know, I had my birth control implant removed a couple months ago. I've had to be off of hormonal birth control since then until I've had at least a few normal menstrual cycles to give my body a break and get things back to normal before my doctor will prescribe me a new form of birth control. So we've just been doing with condoms in the meantime, and so a condom breaking a few days ago was like not good, so we had to go out and find Plan B. I never realized Plan B costs $70. Yeah. So then we went to Walgreens and they had the generic version for $50, which is still really expensive. We bought that. I later found out that you can get Plan B for free at Planned Parenthood. I'll have to remember that though and figure out where it is so I can go there in the future. 'Cause holy moly, 50 or $70 for one pill is not okay. Oh yeah, I also changed the name of my YouTube channel. I'm like, I think that's all the updates I have. I can't remember anything else. Oh wait! Yeah, so my YouTube channel used to be The Dizzy Druid, and I only changed that to that, like, I want to throw out 9 months for some reason ago. It was before I moved out, so maybe like 9 months? Like less than a year ago, and I'm changing it again. I still have a video planned for really explaining that. But Felix is Dizzy is now what I'm known as everywhere except my witchy blog, which is The Dizzy Druid. Everywhere else you can find me as Felix is Dizzy, or Draw with Dizzy if you want to see my art. I'll explain the Felix part later. Some of you already know. I kind of don't want to leave you hanging, but I kind of also want to give all the information at once. This is already a really long video, so I'm still called Dizzy. It's just like Felix is Dizzy, like literally like, whoa, I'm Dizzy. And also Felix is Dizzy as in Dizzy and Felix are the same person. Oh, I also wanted to say that I finally got some blood tests done at the hospital that have been overdue for like a year or something, or more than a year, I don't even remember anymore. And I also finally called to track down a therapist for myself. I've already tried to schedule my first appointment with her, haven't quite gotten there yet because other things have gotten in the way, but I'm gonna have my first appointment soon so I can start sorting out and dealing with my mental issues, because I know I have at least a couple mental illnesses that I've been ignoring for years. I've been in denial and I can't deal with them on my own, so I really need help, like professional help. So finally gonna do that. I think that was all I needed to add. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye. This is not my home, it's a house of bones for